Greetings, kings and queens, gods and goddesses, all you stars wrapped in skin. Welcome to Greens and Things. This is a show. Where we talk music, we talk the future, and we talk creativity. And you know, today we have a beautiful guest. Before I even say her name, I just want to do some edification, right? So this woman, when I first met her, right, it was in a studio full of other artists of different kinds, right? It was a quick, hi, bye, bam, go on about your day, right? Fast forward, literally like six months to a year later, we have been. Oh, I'll put it this way: I have been blessed to see your music journey and to learn from you and to just get a chance to be a part of your world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say too much about your stuff. I'll let you do that. But y'all really need to know that this woman is amazing. She has incredible talent, an ear for music, and her personality just makes everything better. So I want to bring to y'all Unspoken Views.
Hello there. Thank you for the beautiful introduction. You got me blushing and stuff.
Yeah, it's something slight. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm also blessed too to, you know, always be in your presence when we are together, and it's amazing knowing you. But I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm happy to be here. This is the first Greens and Things. I wanted to kick it
Uh-huh.
off with you. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, baby.
I was hoping you had the Mary Jane to accompany us. That just would have made everything perfect. But
You know what?
it's
I got the
okay.
spirit, so that works too.
You know what I'm saying? I love it. And you know what I'm saying? Mary Jane is here in spirit indeed.
Yes.
So with that said, I'm gonna just go ahead and jump straight into it. My first question for you, Queen, is this.
Yes.
Just tell us about yourself and where you from, for those who don't know.
Uh okay. Well, I go by the name of Unspoken Views. I'm a rap singer, writer, ah, producer. No, I'm saying.
Talk your
No,
shit.
I'm still learning and stuff. But I reside here in Fullerton, California, is where I was born and raised. I love to rap. I'm
Love
a
to rap.
mom of one. I'm a wife. Um,
Hey,
and yeah, I'm 27, if that counts for anything. Um, yeah, I'm not good at describing me, but yes.
it's all good. It's all good. By the end of this session, people will get a better idea of who you are, and they will feel you more than anything. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
So with that said, tell myself, and tell the world, like, what experience or what particular song for you was the catalyst for you getting into music and writing and just making it your own? Like,
Good
how was that?
question. Ooh, okay, so I get to go like to my childhood and stuff. Okay, so music has always been around me. My family's from New Orleans, so like music just naturally was just always in the house. We love music, and my grandma would always play music. But my grandma also had this entertainment center in the living room. It was a glass entertainment center, and it was this brown box filled with cassettes, like just tapes. I didn't know anything about them. And then at the bottom, she had vinyls, but we didn't have a vinyl player, so I wasn't able to really listen to them. But one day I'm exploring with the cassettes. I come across my uncle's old Walkman, put some batteries in it, and I come across Far Side passing me by. And I put it in, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm losing my mind. I'm like, what's a Far Side? Where are these people from? What is East Coast rap? Like, because being on the West Coast, it was always like Snoop Dogg, Tupac, but then from there, I started getting into like my Diggable Planets. And then when I saw a Tribe Called Quest for the first time, I was like, ah! So like, that was really my introduction to like just really wanted to know what rap was more, just for myself. And then, I just always thought, well, hey, I could do this too if I practice at it,
Right.
So, um, Far Side was my first introduction to like hip hop, like rapidy rap.
Yo, snaps to that. Snaps to
Yeah.
that. I like that. Okay, I get to just see you now, just like, let me see what this is about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The first time curiosity didn't kill the cat, it helped me.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. No, music, it's universal, So you never know what's really gonna hit until it
Oh yeah.
does.
Oh yeah. You
You
know,
know what
and
I'm
then,
saying?
and then at that time too, Bow Wow was out, so I'm like looking at him like, oh my, you know what I'm
This
saying?
is
That's why,
possible.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. He had the bounce with me joint, and this is before I even knew anything about like crisscross and stuff. So yeah, that was yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. No, that sounds like a good time. It sounds like a good time. All right. So next thing, right? Matter of fact, actually, instead of that, I'm gonna do this, right? So that was your first experience. That was your catalyst as far as you getting into music, right?
Yeah.
What kept you doing music? Because a lot of people start stuff and they forget why they started.
Um, honestly, it was on and off for a cool minute, especially from like 13 to maybe a couple years ago is when I really started getting serious. But I never stopped writing. I never stopped playing with my sound and seeing what that sounded like. Because even as young as 5, I remember singing with my aunt. You know what I'm saying? I just had to find my voice. And it got a little discouraging because it's like I didn't want to put myself in a position to where it was I was trying to be the next somebody. I wanted to have my own identity. So that time on and off was I think it was just me uh, getting comfortable with my voice and my sound, and along the way, I did um tap into poetry and started writing poetry and stuff like that. So that helped, with the wordplay and just really being able to finesse when it comes to putting my words together. Because I love that. It's so fun to me to be able to take people on a ride with your words and do it in like the coolest way.
Right.
But um just that excitement of alone of just constantly creating something new every time is what kept me coming back to music. But when I finally decided this is what I was going to do, um man, I don't even really remember that moment, but music has just always been a part of me. So it's like I'm going to do this, I'm going to fulfill this.
Right. Okay. All right. Bet. Okay. So would you say, so your biggest challenge when it comes to the music,
Hmm.
would you say it's been you trying not to be somebody else but be you, or like what's the biggest challenge that you faced in the music?
My biggest challenge I face in music, because we live in such a time of looks, less talent. Especially as a female rapper, like I'm just not gonna be outside shaking my ass. I'm just not.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it.
Right. Do you think?
But the biggest challenge for me would definitely just be if I could put it in the best way. I'm in a clear box. Everybody can see me. Everybody can see what I'm doing. I'm like screaming because it's like, hear me. They only hear me ever so often. When they get close enough to that clear box, they hear me.
Right.
But it's just being able to like reach as an artist. I think that's the hardest, especially because I know I have something to say as an artist. But
That you
that's
do.
that's that's also the motivation too. It really just puts that fire in my ass to keep being the hottest every time I spit. Every time I spit, I don't care what it is. Even if 10 people think it's hot, and most importantly, it's hot to me. So it's like, just that reach, because, it's a popularity contest. What can you do?
You know what I'm saying? And though it's a popularity contest, you said something that was key. As long as it's hot to you, that's what matters. And that
Yeah.
energy, people feel that. People feel it like,
Yes.
yo, she talking her shit. She feeling
Listen,
herself. You know what I'm
listen,
saying? And they
listen,
get hyped
listen.
off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful thing. Okay. All right. So moving forward then, what was what was your craziest experience in the studio before? Ever? What's your craziest experience?
Okay. I went to the studio. Um, I want to make sure this is the craziest experience because this has to be good. I went to the studio, and a friend of mine had asked me to hop on the track, and I was like, yeah, I'll get on, But he had also had another person in mind to get on the song, so he lays his verse, I lay my verse, and then the person that was supposed to come in after us or after me, really, you know, I mean, this guy, he can rap, you know what I mean? Um, so I was really surprised when after he heard my voice, he was like, I can't match that. I was like, what? Like, nigga, you're a rap, like you do this too.
Right.
Like what I never really felt that intimidation and purpose like that. That was crazy for me because it's just like, we all do the same thing. LeBron not gonna get on the court with Durant and be like, I can't play today. You get what I'm saying? So I
Right.
just that was just really weird to me. Like, oh, that's crazy. Well, my verse is done.
Oh, right. Nonetheless, we good over here.
I just thought that was wild. Like, uh, it was interesting to
Yeah, I
feel
can
that,
imagine.
be in that moment.
Can imagine. I'm trying to hearing that. You like, okay. Low key, I like, yo, if I was by myself, yo. I'll be
Uh,
hype right now, yo. I feel
I
that.
just, because look, I want everybody to win. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So it's like, come time to show up and show out, show up and show out. Like, come on.
I feel that.
Don't let
I feel
nobody,
that.
don't let nobody scoot you out your sport. Sure.
I feel that. I feel that. Okay. All right. So with that said, then, right now with the state of music and where everything is,
Mm-hmm.
if there's one artist you could work with, who would that be?
Rhapsody, baby.
Rhapsody. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Why Rhapsody?
Because Rhapsody, she's got this crazy way that she jumps into the pocket. Like the way she jumps into the pocket, I would never think to jump to the pocket. And she's just fucking amazing. She's amazing. She's one of my favorite lyricists right now, female wise, I love her style. I love her ability to switch up her cadence and really just have fun with music.
Mm-hmm. Like that Oprah track. That's in.
Yeah, that whole album, man. That whole
Yeah,
album.
the whole
The whole
album.
album.
The whole
The whole
album.
album is
Fire.
it's just blackety black, and I love it. I love it. I mean, but she puts out stuff like that all the time. She's like
Right.
fucking Superwoman. It's amazing.
All right. So we got Rhapsody. Rhapsody. I like that. I would love to hear that. I would love to hear that track when
One
it
day,
finally happens.
the
When
time
it
soon
finally
comes.
happens. Hey,
Yeah.
Rhapsody, if you ever come across this stream, tap in. Okay, tap in. You know what I'm saying? You won't be disappointed. And that'll be her story that y'all will be making. You dig? All right. So now let's get more into the actual music with you.
Yes.
What you been working on? What you got? What you got to tell the world? Go. This is the time for you to just go ahead, flex. Go ahead, brush your shoulders off.
I currently just dropped the tape Valentine's Day. Well, I dropped a project. I always call it a tape. I'm so old. I dropped a project, an EP called Listen to This Tape. Um, it's a relationship from top to bottom. If you really listen to it and you pay attention, it goes through the emotions of like, when you first focus somebody, it's like butterflies, and it's like, let's do everything
Especially that
together.
intro. Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, I'm feeling you, you know what I'm saying? And you get to the middle and you kind of start talking about the possibility of things. And then, towards the end, it's kind of like, fuck that, I don't need you. But then you turn back around and be like, no, break up to make up. Like, I'm
Right.
just kidding. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And then it ends on like, on some lovey shit. So that was probably one of the funner projects I put together just because I was able to flex all my uh, vocal abilities. I didn't think too much when it came to this album. I barely wrote anything. Everything in this studio I did, and it was just more so like, what do I feel when I hear this? And it just so happened to come out like that. So y'all go stream, listen to this tape
Yes.
on Apple, Spotify. It's supposed to be on Tidal. I don't know why they playing with me. It's taking a minute. SoundCloud, YouTube, just all those streaming platforms support Unspoken Views.
Please, please, please listen to this tape called "Listen to This Tape." All right, you will. It's a vibe, you know. It's something that you can ride to on the one. It's some you can vibe to taking a bubble bath. You know what I'm saying? It's something
Baby.
that you can. It's something you can vibe to, you know, wherever you're at, because it's full. Like she said, it's a relationship from top to bottom, and you know, just for deep thinkers like myself, I see it. It's like, yeah, it's a relationship with somebody, but also a relationship with yourself. You learning yourself through this process. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yep. A
You
lot of
know,
a lot of
and that's
accountability
everybody.
taken in those songs. A lot of
Yes.
accountability. Just self-reflecting, like it's not always the other person. And it's okay that it's not always the other person, because if you were so fucking perfect, you know, and people have to be okay with taking a step back and being vulnerable. Like, listen, I'm sorry I'm this way sometimes, but I appreciate the way that you love me, that I'm willing to readjust those bad habits so that I could be better for you, and not only for you but for myself.
Baby,
Yeah,
baby,
baby.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Um, okay, all right. So that's something that you just dropped. Is there any like what song? What's your favorite song on the project? Then yes, that. I know, I
Damn.
know, I know. It keeps switching for me.
Damn, enough of you for sure, because it's so like, ooh, take your clothes off. Um,
Just can't get
un- un-
enough of you, babe.
but
Ooh,
honestly, needed me for sure, because it's very like it's buck, but it's aggressive, but in the most humble way.
right,
Like
right.
it's just very like, hold up, like wait a minute, when I say, how you gonna tell me I'm not dedicated? Wait, hold on. I'm
Ooh,
dedicated to this relationship. Wait a second.
ooh, ooh.
It's just that song for me is really like an open letter. Not so much my relationship now, or past relationship. Just knowing, just really understanding. I'll rephrase. Just understanding those feelings from past relationships and being able to articulate them, the way that I did in that song. So, needed me. I'm gonna pick one more just because it's so good. Love me not, for sure. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, and I think it's so pretty. It goes over people's heads, like, especially because I'm so poetic within the song. Hey, that's
Yes.
love though. That's what love should feel like.
Indeed, and it's funny when you were talking earlier. You were talking about like how you when you got into poetry and everything. I wanted to immediately just jump into this tape because it's for me it's very poetic, you know. And as you know, I write my poetry as well, and just this, it's a you feel everything.
Hmm.
You feel
Hmm.
everything, right? And with the music and the acoustic, or the sounds rather, it paints a picture for you too.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So I ain't gonna say too much. You know, I like to brag sometimes. You know about my peoples, but nonetheless, please make sure y'all go ahead and check that tape out. Unspoken Views on any streaming platform. If you got Title and that's all you got, just be patient. Um,
SoundCloud. If you have Title and you can't really access it, SoundCloud is free,
SoundCloud is perfect, so please go ahead, run it up. It's a beautiful tape, and I know you just blessed the world with something. Yet, you got anything in the future that you see?
We're me and my team. We're very locked into this project. We're coming out with merch. That'll
Oh
that'll be
yes,
that'll be coming soon.
you're supposed to be flexing right now. Tell them where to get the merch.
Yeah, you could get, if you go to my page right now, if you want to check out the merch, you can look at it. If it's something you're interested in, pre-orders are over, but if you would still like to purchase, a t-shirt, you very much can, because there's going to be a lot that comes with that down the line. You know, I, I'm just taking my time. I'm not really looking into the next thing. As far as next project wise, we're really just locked into this. It's a busy year,
Okay.
uh, uh, booked and busy.
Right,
Um,
right.
I'm constantly working and planning and coming up with things to make sure that this project gets, the light that it deserves.
Okay. She's such a poet. Look at that. Look at that. I like that. All right. All right. So with that said, then my next and final question to you, Queen, is going to be sativa indica.
Sativa Diva, what's the problem?
Okay. All right. Just had to make sure that says a lot about a person. All right. So with that said, y'all should definitely go check out that album.
Yes, please,
You know what
please.
I'm saying? And just vibe out. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful project, and you would thank yourself later for it. All right. So outside of like Instagram, is there anywhere else that people can find you, Queen?
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram.
All of that. All of that.
In the city near you. I mean, what's up? What's up?
All right, bet. All right, so with that said, y'all go ahead and go to Instagram, type in Unspoken Views, go ahead, tap into the movement, and just bless yourself with a new sound, a new personality, and a new energy. So that's what this is about, Greens and Things. We plan on having you again in the near future, Queen. So thank you for blessing us. Is there any good word of the day you want to say to the people?
Don't be discouraged. You're almost there. You're almost there.
Don't be discouraged. You're almost there. I love it.
You're almost there. You're almost there.
I felt that.
You're almost there.
Moment of silence. All right, we good. Let's get it. All right, so I love you, Queen. Thank you for blessing us with your time.
Thank you for having me. It's been great. We do this on a regular. So I'm blessed for the opportunity. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me as the first guest.
Indeed. Can't hear you, Queen.
Hello?
I hear you now.
You appreciate it. You know how much I love you. And Greens and Things, huh?
Greens and Things, yeah. Greens and Things.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for tuning in. That's it. That's all we got for y'all today. Again, go ahead. Unspoken Views. It's spelled right there for you in case you're wondering. And yeah, y'all just have a beautiful night. All right. Love and light. Peace.
Love and light. Peace.